भागव Now I want you to clap together with me. 1, 2, 3. Hari Om, 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 Hari Om.
Om. Namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome all you who are joining us via broadcasting wherever you are in the world today. And a big welcome to you for today's Satsang. Can I see you?
Good morning, Moojiji.
Yeah, good morning.
I have a gift for you. May I give it to someone to give to you, or may I bring it?
After we talk.
Okay.
Acha.
I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to give you the gift. I'll
Okay,
tell you
come.
what it is. Would you like to?
No, you can come,
Okay.
come then if that's
Okay.
it.
Thank you, my father.
Thank you. So good.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. Hand.
Hand?
Yeah. Nice to see you. Very good. Where have you come from?
USA,
Where about?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Very nice. When did you arrive then?
Little over a week.
Okay.
1 week ago.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been good to be here?
Always good. Yes.
Okay.
Is it good to you?
It is as good as it is for you.
Wonderful. Perfect.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to open it?
Okay. It says the parables of Moojiji Baba. Wow. The parables of Moojiji Baba, Bible and other spiritual stories as told by Sri Moojiji. Good. Okay. That is very good.
I'm so excited to give this to you.
You made this thing?
I made it for you.
Wow.
My heart made it for you.
Yes. Thank you. My heart received it.
Thank you.
Look at that. See you guys a bit later. That is so. I will have fun. I think to look.
Good. There's
to-
also a letter in there for you. Just,
There is what happened?
Just a letter.
A letter.
And then at the end, I put an index so your team can see where all of these came from.
Okay. Look at that. You did that.
Yeah, and I have electronic files. I put my email address in the letter, so if they want to like turn it into a real book, They can.
That is fantastic.
And then my favorite page, I think, is the last one.
It says, I love you, thank you, thank you, thank you, I love you, I love you.
Those
And,
stickers are from my nieces.
or some stickers, rainbow stickers,
Rainbow stickers.
with some clouds at the end of them. I would like some headphones like that. That is fantastic, man. And the letter is, where is letter?
Letter, oh, it's right here.
Ouch. So, dearest Mooji, for a long time, I hope that your team would put together a collection of Bible stories in your words, because for me, your stories made the Bible and Christ come alive in my heart. And as I was sitting in Monte Sahaja last year, I realized that I was being called to be your team, to do this in Savor for You from the US. This book has been my satsang, my savor, my love for you. Thank you, I love you, Amen, Megan. Very nice. And you put PS for electronic files of all stories, email, ta 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 ta, tuk 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 tuk. We keep that a secret. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. And this one is what?
Oh, it's where your picture went.
Ouch. That's a very nice present.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at that. Thank you.
You
Look
made
at
it for you.
Huh?
You made it for you.
I made it for me?
Yeah.
When? Can I keep this as well?
Yes. It's for you.
I'll wear it. Okay. This is very nice, Megan. It's a beautiful present. I think I'll enjoy to look what parables I've been talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you.
Can I,
Do you want to put it in the back?
in the bag?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Put them in there. Nice. Very nice. Maybe when you go down, you give them. Put it here from it. Yeah. Thank you. That's it. Wow. Whoa, what a start to the day.
Perfect.
Perfect. Wow. Okay. Any more presents? Okay. You see, our guessing is always bad because I really had it down as chocolates. No? Which I'm not hoping it's chocolates. Because for some time, what happened was that people would ask, not myself directly, but they would ask the team, what does he like? And they say, chocolates. Because they like chocolates. So for a time I was wondering, what is this? Is chocolate so universal? Why everybody bring chocolate? And they're going, So, nice one, Megan. Okay. How to choose?
Oh. Well, you say in the invitation that illness cannot be emotional.
Okay, yeah.
I'm feeling very emotional now.
Yes.
I'm glad of this emotion because I experience this as a love, as a good longing. I'm grateful to be in front of you because your existence makes real that there is something that is that can melt this harshness. Your pointings make clear. I mean, a couple of days ago during the invitation, I felt, I'm freedom itself. Like there are no doors. I said, wow, there are no doors. And good. Then I still feel this harshness, of being.
Yeah. Sorry, you still feel what?
Hardness, maybe. Hardness.
Hardness of being.
Maybe,
Yes.
which is in the mind, which is in my habits, my tendency to want to own the experiences of life, the good and the bad,
Yes.
the success, the failures. And maybe my question is about this ownership, which of course I don't see in you. You walk in and there is this beauty and there is...
There's something, maybe it is, this is too much bass or something, the words, I'm not getting it so clearly. So I'm struggling to hear. Is there a way maybe we can, is this a turning down of a bass or something? Sorry, just one moment and let's see if I can get... Could you try again? Because just the last sentence I was struggling.
This hardness
Yes.
of being that I tend to recognize in myself and that I don't see in you, and maybe that I want to melt or change, that maybe I've been always trying to change it,
Yes.
Even from the very first recognitions, I felt that is beautiful, but here there is something that has to change.
Huh? Yes, thank you.
And with this wanting to change, always there is connected a sense of
Yes.
something that feels wrong in the light of your love, It feels really wrong.
Again, just the last part, if you can remember.
There is something that feels wrong and necessary in the light of your love, but it keeps coming back and I keep owning it.
I see.
Yeah.
It's good. And yes. You say that you feel the hardness inside sometimes,
Yeah.
which you don't see in me, no? But I can feel also hardness also. But it's not a state that stays. I can feel everything, But there's not a feeling that I should not feel some things. Anything can be felt, but what is important is that they're not proliferating. It's not getting more and more, or there's any attachment to them. I would not like it if there are things that I couldn't feel. It's okay that I can feel them, but then thereafter, after feeling them, what follows? Do I develop a relationship with these feelings and then I'm holding on to them? And so it is good that life comes and tests you to see where you are with these states. Do they stick? And is there something that can be done about them or something like that? And I am happy that you brought this up. Maybe I can speak a little bit more about just some, I feel, very essential pointers to what I'm endeavoring to share and to get across to you. It may be helpful, you see. Can I take a few moments and do this? Because I feel what you're asking is incorporated in this. So I'll have a go at that. Because you know that so much I've been pointing towards the witnessing, that how important I take it to be, how very important it is to recognize your ability to observe with detachment. I put it so highly that I feel that it is one of the major steps that will be taken that will create such a change in the way that life is experienced in you. That's the first step. And maybe there's another step after this. But let me come to this one. Because most people in life, and I don't want to separate, you're spiritual people, you're not spiritual people. I'm just, for me, everything is spirit actually. But we come to that. Most people will testify, even people who have been on a spiritual path for a long time still refer from a place of I. Babaji, if it's okay, I can maybe bring a chair because I want to still look at you while I speak, but I'm speaking with everyone. I don't want you just to be standing up there. Is it possible that someone they'll bring you a chair. You can sit right by the microphone, and it's coming. The chair is coming for you. Okay. Because this may take a few minutes, and I don't want to just leave you standing there. No? So, okay. So even amongst spiritual-oriented beings, they still speak. We still speak, but this happened to me, and when I do this, and I tried that, and I've been meditating for so many years, and still, I'm having the I, me, my, mine, this type of thing. No? So if we take it from this perspective where we just listen, and someone say, what's happening in my world, in my case, in my mind, is this. And so our attention goes to what we are talking about. In my mind, what happens is that very strong feelings of, attachments come up, and we start to look at attachments. And I say, wait a second. The mind can speak about innumerable things that we can say. It's jealousy, it's attachment, it's addiction, it's fear, it's the fear of rejection, it's this, it's my relationship, and so on. And it feels that we all have so many different problems exist in the world. How can we fix all of them? And then I remember inside my own being, then I say to you, listen, let's not pay so much attention to the thing that the mind wants to say, yes, because whenever, when I'm sitting in satsang here, it's fine. But when I go back to my home place where people know me, everything comes back and I go back into role and blah, blah. How can I help this and so on? So I say, I want to condense all of these, the various expressions of the mind. Let's catch it in one net, Not just like a fisherman with a rod catching one fish at a time. Let's catch all of it together. Because however diverse or unique your problem might appear to you, it comes back down to an I. You with me? Yeah, there's always an I behind it that says, yeah, so that's what's happened to me. And someone said, well, in my case, I imply my and me. So I said, again, I hear so many things. I've been asked, what happens when this thing happens and so on? What happens when this thing happens? And, what I find is this thing. And we are all directed towards the things, the circumstances, the situations, and say, how can we fix the situations? And please listen. I'm not so good repeating sometimes. No? It's just coming up. I'm sometimes hearing myself for the first time saying some things also. So we are largely directed towards the situations, the circumstances, the memories, the projections, the things that come up in the mind. How can we fix them so that we are better? You with me? So I said, actually, everything comes back to this I who has these problems. Then I see that, wait a minute, what is the I like that keeps having problems? And I see in every case, it is personal. It is personal. And I came to see that always it's the personal sense of I that gets problems. There has never been a problem for an impersonal I. It is always seeming it's the I, me, the person, implying the person. I've got man problems, I've got woman problems, I've got teenage problems, I've got to do with the person and the body that the person sense identifies with. So So I thought, ooh, this feels good now. So what is this person? Is it original? It is just what we are. We are all persons, and each one a unique person. Each one unique person, you see. So then if we have 7.5 billion unique persons, with probably 7.5 unique problems, how are we going to sort it out? What I've found is that everything comes back to this I feeling inside us. And nobody questions the I. We take the report of the I as the starting point, as the fact place. This is me, but this is my problem. We want to fix the problem, but nobody looks at the I who has the problem. It doesn't seem to occur to us. What is the I that has the problem? It seemed to me at some point that there is no personal problem. The person is the problem. He's creating because he's always seeing this problem today and next tomorrow and another problem. And where are these problems coming from? And I see largely it's not, the problem doesn't really exist externally as we think. Yeah, it's because this thing is there. But somebody said, but it's not a problem for me. There was a problem for me. So which is the fact then? Is the fact out there or in here? Why do I say there's no personal problem? The person is the problem. Nothing exists in life as a problem. Nothing exists with one single fixed meaning in itself. The meaning of a thing exists in the mind of the perceiver of it. Am I going too quickly? No. The meaning of anything is existing in the mind of the one perceiving it and not in the thing itself. So we are arguing, well, this is so horrible, and somebody says, no, it's very beautiful. And so, what do you mean it's beautiful? It's horrible. We can't come to the end of our differences because it is a difference of perception and not a difference of the thing in itself. So one people feel that these red roses is so wonderful, it's an expression of love. Another one think, no, it's blood. We don't give them red roses. You see? And we fight more blood about it. And then we apologize, more roses. We are not consistent if we look for the end of a problem outside of ourselves. So the very I sense should be looked at because it is it that is claiming to have the problem. The thing itself doesn't say, the rose doesn't say, I am a problem. I'm just a problem. No, somebody is saying the rose is a problem. Can I continue like this? So, let's look at the one who is claiming to have the problem. No? This one says, this is a problem, but then they blah, 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 something happened, and, they change their mind, and it's not a problem. It's not consistent. The reporter is not consistent. Today, I love you with all my heart. Tomorrow, we are not consistent at the place of our person. Today, you want to be free. Tomorrow, Krishna, wait a little bit. We are not consistent. And yet we don't somehow investigate the one we take ourselves to be. So today I just want to look a little bit like that. Because I feel that if we are going to try and solve 7.5 billion problems, we really got a problem. But if you are going to look at the one who has problem, and who witnesses the one who has the problem, does that one have a problem? I think we might find something. So, the one who is saying, yes, but me, and but you, and the ones I and me and you and they and them and so on. We're just looking at that, no? Because no one is saying, I need to look and see if I, who am perceiving this, am perceiving it correctly. Very few people do that. Now, in satsang, you're being asked, when people come forward and say, my problem is this. And I ask, when you say my problem, are you referring to as the one saying my problem? And at first, when we first hear this, it just feels ridiculous. Why is he asking this? Of course, it's me. I said, yes. Yeah, okay, of course it's you. But you are what exactly? And again, initially, it looks like the mind puts up a lot of resistance, like, what is this? This is not helpful. Let's begin to look at the problem. And I said, well, let's begin to look at you, who perceive the problem. Because if I say that the problem is there, another one say, no, it's not there, it's over there, where do we look? I look at the place where the problems start. And they start here. And something is thinking a certain way. And I say, the one who is saying this, can this one's voice be relied upon? I'm just saying. The one who is giving their opinion about life, the world, other people, what themselves, is this voice reliable? Is it trustworthy? Is it consistent? You see? And you say, no, it's not consistent. So for it to be known to be not consistent, something else must be able to be looking at it to say, no, it's not consistent actually. A deeper place of looking must be able to testify that voice, though it comes out of this mouth and apparently out of this mind, it is not reliable. It changes. It changes. Okay? So, okay, it changes. What witnesses the change? Because you can say, now my mind is very, there's a tsunami going on in my head. I got to, please give me something, please give me. I said, but whoa, I slow down. Just let the tsunami be there. Don't run for an anti-tsunami pill just yet. Just let the tsunami go there. But stay in the place with me, just observing it, right? Because a change may happen to the tsunami state, and I want you to witness it consciously. Watch. And so you may hear this voice to say, just observe, don't identify, but don't try and change the state. Just observe the state, okay? And observing begins to take place and say, yeah, whoa. Between 1 and 10, 10 being the most powerful tsunami, what are you experiencing now? It's like 8.5. Whoa, it's 8.5. Is it going higher? No, it's kind of like, if you don't interfere, don't touch it, how does it feel now? There's a strong pull to get into it. I said, but that is also observed. A strong pull to go into identity with it is being observed also. You have not moved. Stay only as the neutral observer. And what happened? Now it's down to kind of like 6. Okay, all right. Now I feel really, thank you so much. Say, we're not over. That feeling of relief is also observed or not? Yes, but I like it. The feeling of liking it is also observed or not? Yes. What's the reading now? Don't identify. It's down to 3.5, whatever, no? Just by observing, okay? Now, a little while ago, I gave an example of these 2 birds in a tree, and I'm going to say it again, because maybe someone has not heard it. I gave an example, if you imagine a tree, or a picture of it in a tree, and on one branch is sitting a bird, and the bird is making a nest, and having babies and flying, bringing worms and building the nest and so on. And this bird building a nest in the tree represents our activity in life, our dynamic life. finding a job, making a family, raising your children, planning to build your next house, making sure that you know, all of these things. That bird represents our dynamic life. On a branch just above that bird sits another bird that looks very much like that first bird. The second bird is just quietly looking. It's not involved, not building any nest, not flying off here and there to get worms for feeding babies. It's just looking. It is not just looking at first bird. It can see the sky, it can feel the wind, it can see the sea, it can feel the space. All of this is there, but it is just quietly observing. This second bird, we'll say, represent a capacity and an ability within you to simply observe with detachment. That's important. The word detachment is very important. To observe things with detachment. Okay? So in the view of the second bird is the first bird. In the first bird view, sometimes he's not aware of second bird. He's a bit high, not looking up there. He's too busy with his own thing. He's not aware of any second bird. Okay? So the second bird's view include the first bird and all its activities. But it itself is not attached to those activities. If I were to say to you, there are two aspects of one reality. One is our active dynamic play in life, and the second bird aspect is the place where you can just observe. Can you relate to these 2 points of seeing? I'd like a little feedback maybe. Yeah, you can relate to these things. You can see that yes, there is that in that aspect of my life where I'm living, planning my next journeys, making ready for my birthday, getting married next year, blah, blah, blah. That's the first bird activity. I'm not saying we should do anything about it. Let that flow. But now we go to the second bird position, which is inside the first bird actually, of an ability to just observe. Just keep observing. Yeah? We observe. Yeah, we say we can observe with detachment. Maybe not complete detachment. Maybe from time to time we lose our detachment and jump in to first bird mode. But because you have learned to observe, when you get into first bird mode, something feels like it's claustrophobic. And something brings you back into the second bird position where again, if I'm just observing, not manipulating, just observing, there's more spaciousness, there's more peacefulness, it's more panoramic. The life seems to slow down. I have more space, I feel more happy, more peace, more rested. Has anybody experienced this or not? Yes. Okay, this is very good. So from the place of the observing mode and capacity within us, when we begin or discover, we didn't create observing ability, we're just discovering that we have that power within ourselves to observe without logging in every time. Okay? Now, the second bird is not against activity. Why is the first bird not in the second bird posture at the same time? Often because it's so identified with what it's doing, and also a belief that it alone exists. It's the fact unto itself. This is just what I am. You can't change the spots on a leopard. This is how it is. Take it or leave it. But as soon as you begin to recognize, but that is observable, okay? We are not cursing our activities. We are just slipping a bit deeper to observe. And when you observe, what happens? Again, more spaciousness. We don't feel so hasty, not so fearful, much less anxious, more joy, more peace is coming in. So of course you like this as well. And remember, this second bird position is not cursing first bird, not saying, first bird doesn't exist, it's not real, it's all real. No, it sees it, but when it sees from its own place of observing, its activities, its dynamic activities, come under a higher intelligent field. Am I with you? And so the activities, if it's missing in the first bird, the ability to observe its activities and its identity, it often wastes a lot of energy in projecting and imagining and all kinds of things, which when it observes, it can see all those things and it can say, whoa, no, but that's just a thought. I don't need to go for this. There's more space. It slows down the speed of perception. It's simply just here. Okay? Now I would take it that most people in here knows and have experienced or are experiencing what I'm speaking. That even as you're sitting here, are you listening? Or is not listening happening quite spontaneously in you? And understanding is taking place without you understanding. No, it just happens. This is the marvelousness of consciousness, that is there. So we come to this place, and then I say, the first bird position of the dynamic activity in the world, it's a function or not. It's a functioning of something. There's movement, activities, doing, going. All of this is a functioning. Okay? Second bird, observing. Can we say that could possibly be a functioning also? I need to hear from you. Okay? If the witness, which is relative to the thing it's witnessing, the thing witnessed seems like activity, dynamic. But the witness is not busy, it's quiet, but witnessing is taking place. Okay? So, relative to what it's looking at, it is relatively still, isn't it? But is that also a function or not? So it is a function, okay? In order to respond to this question, your ability must be at a deeper place, even beyond this particular witness, to say that even though it feels very beautiful to be in this state of witnessing, and it's much more tranquil, but it is still an activity. Witness means one thing witnessing another thing. Okay? So if I say to you that even the witness is witnessed, does it make sense or does it speak foolishness? Okay, let's be in this place where even the witnessing is also perceived. Is that also a function? Slow down now, slow down. Okay? First, you caught all the activities in the universe, actually. Because we are not going to limit activity to only human activity. Any activity, even the movement of the clouds, the ripples on the ocean, the feeling of the breeze, the sense of thinking and feeling is all activity. Can we say like this? Yes. And the perceiving of that activity, also, the perceiving of it, although it seems relatively more quiet, is also a function. Maybe a slower function, a more peaceful function, a more joyful function, but it's also a function. Okay? Can we see this? Do we have to dismiss it? Does it feel that now, oh, that's a function, that's also unreal? Because if there is someone who is saying, but that's also fun, that's also unreal, that one dismissing is also a function. So if I say, can the witness be witnessed? Slowing down. Can the witness of the first bird and its activity, can that witness be witnessed? I think you've already answered it in a way, no? You say yes. At the place where even the second bird, who is a more broader witness, a more quiet witness, is witnessed, that which witnesses or perceive even the second bird witnessing, is that active? Is this, are these words, is this what I'm asking of you? to simply look? Does that bring you into activity? No. Is it necessary to stop the activity in order to see clearly? No. Remember I told you about the windscreen wiper? At first, when we are not clear as to your attention is not on yourself, then it will go out and the movement you'll be pulled into the movement. This is why I said don't log on. Simply observe. Should I stop? Okay. So, this looking now, we are here. Did you travel to this place? When I say even the witnessing is itself observed, and you said, yes. Did you come to this place? Did you travel to this place I'm speaking to? No. Did you create it? No. You're just aware. Okay? Now, this has been my effort to try and get you to acknowledge and to recognize that this exists. Whether you're a good person or bad person, doesn't matter. This exists in you. Okay? I'm not tackling our addictions yet. I'm not tackling your problems and how to resolve the thing with your family and how to give up. We're not touching that yet. You follow? I'm only looking at your capacity to witness, and to witness with detachment. Okay? When you are here in this place of looking, who are you? I don't want answers for a moment. Allow the questions to search. Who or what are you? Who is looking? Are you an object that can be looked at? Should I take it that those of you who are at the front are nearer to me and those who are at the back are further away from me at the moment, or what? In this talk, are you further away from what I'm speaking by sitting at the back, and are you nearer to where I'm speaking by sitting at the front? No. Okay. Where I'm pointing to, where even the weakness of the first bird, the observer, is itself perceived, okay? Pay attention to your inner environment. Just pay attention. I'm not asking you to create anything, to do it, just pay attention. What is here like now? What is here like? Huh? Stable. Somebody say stable. Huh? Someone say openness. Someone say peace. Spacious. Yes. Oh. Okay, it's fading. I'm not hearing, but okay. Generally, the point is that we are all speaking roughly about the same kind of thing. Whether you say it's peaceful, it's spacious, it's quiet, it's kind of open, it's a similar kind of feeling. Different words maybe. It's not 100,000 different opinions. Are you speaking of an opinion? When I ask you this question, what is here now? Are you giving an opinion? No. You are speaking from seeing, isn't it? Directly. Do you need to go away and think about it? No, it is right here. So what you're speaking about is right here. And who you are speaking as is right here. What is the difference between that which is right here and that which is right here? My point is, that environment that you are speaking of, that you say, yes, there is that, This environment, does it have trees and rivers? Is it made of trees and rivers and nice people? Please? Okay. Is it, the skies are just luminous? And is it anything like this? No. Is this a disappointing discovery? Are you here? You suffering? Are you a dropout? Crazy hippie? Mad? Rebellious? Fundamentalist? This, whatever it is now that we are aware of, does it come and go? No. You who are here to say this, do you come and go? Less voice? Huh? No. Okay? Now, I just wanted to hear this from you. I just want to hear this from you. We have arrived, if I use words, they won't be true, but I'm also using words to say it's like the very ground of being. But there's no ground. The very essence of self. Any politics? Any nationalities? Any religion? No. Any war? Any fighting? Any misery? Oh my God. You sure you're not under hypnosis? That we are not just imagining this? Okay. Is it more real in this hall and not so real outside? No. So if we look again at the earlier first bird state where things are moving, blah, 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 blah. From here, do we need to stop that movement in order to be very peaceful so we can say, yes, it's quiet? No. Thank you. Do we need to say observing of all these things is unnecessary because we are in Parabrahman? Okay. Now, having discovered this, it is still likely that you will say in a little while, you know, Ruji, that was so fantastic, man. It was great. Can we do it again? I said, did you do it? No, you didn't do it. You may say, you know, actually when I'm in Satsang, Ruji, everything is fine. I'm the isness. When I go outside, I'm in the business. How can I stay in the isness? Because that feels really real right now, okay? And I say, do I really need to walk through those steps with you again? And you say, yes, actually, I just feel like I lost it. I said, the one who is giving the report about losing it, is that voice trustworthy? No. Even though in that moment, it might feel like, whoa, I know I said that yesterday, and I'm on record for saying that, but right now, how it feels, I got to get out of Rishikesh, man. I got to go down to Goa or something and chill out a little bit because my head is killing me. Is it possible or not? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because of the momentum of habit comes back. And when it comes back, this is what I want to talk to you about today. Because right now it may feel impossible. Impossible. If mind coming back, impossible. It's nothing. It's nothing. Okay? But on the day that he come, in the moment he come, oh, he's really something. Oh, Moojiji, oh, you didn't prepare me for that one. And again, what has happened is that something from your formlessness, something has been seemingly pulled back into shape, into the form of a person. I wonder if you can see this. Yeah? And I don't want you to say, oh, I failed, I blame, and oh, no, I'm not going to get it, and so on, because that's how the person speaks, actually. And when that identity flares up again, it feels real unto itself. What are you to do? And who am I referring to as you? Because what is the important thing is that you have experienced, not just believed, but you have experienced directly your true nature. Are you and your experience separate? No. Yet, when the mind comes, you will feel separated from that. But the important thing is that you know that that exists. The one who is saying, oh, I don't know. What I'm saying here is that the fundamental thing has been discovered. When the mind comes back, if each time you can take the step to remember that, but that was observed, you know, I'm observing that, I cannot be the thing observed. You see, you remember those steps, and gradually you find yourself back in your open space. Whether you want to call it emptiness or nothingness or the peace state or the isness or the Brahman, or you want to call it pure awareness or the God self, it's all the same. There are more words existing in our kingdom than there are things. Okay? Not each word is a separate thing. We have so many things and hundreds of words for the same thing. Synonyms, I think you can call. Okay? So don't be hard on yourself that the mind comes back. The mind comes in, you're growing in your awareness and your discerning ability to keep recognizing, but it is a movement, no? But in the day and in the moment that the mind is playing so strong and you're again feeling you're in identity, it's very difficult to jump out of the identity. So how it's going to work then is that the more you spend time in the place where you're timeless, funny thing to say, the more time you spend bringing your chaotic mind into silence again, and you become accustomed to yourself being like this, the less influence, the less vitality and virility there will be in the egoic state. And less it will come, because you are becoming more grounded in your self-recognition. Is it fair to say this? Because some people think, but I saw and I know I am this, as though that should mean an instant amputation to your activities, nothing exists, mother, father, children, world, everything has gone. No, that's not the point. Okay? That although it keeps coming back, you are seeing from the place of deeper stillness until gradually all that stuff gets merged into your stillness. It's not that you need to kill the mind. You just need to remember yourself and recognize your true place. You follow what I'm speaking? Because people are looking for dynamite for their mind. They're looking for things to chop their mind. They ask, Guruji, could you kill my mind? I'm saying, oh my God, you know. No, you just need to see from the deeper place, a deeper consciousness in yourself. And when you see from here, the influence of the psychological state will weaken. So let it come. If the fans are going here, and I flick the switch off, the blades will still keep turning. But the power is cut. So you know it's slowing down. Okay? What is the power being cut? In the examples I'm using. That you realize through your attention that, but I'm here. When I'm here, I can see the actions, interactions, reactions that come from the dynamic state, but not being pulled into them. Being pulled into them means accepting again a personal status, personhood. For a while you'll feel that you fail because of the force of the tendency and the habit, the reflex to go back into form. But this is changing because the understanding, which I'm trying to get you to see, has become more and more established in you. The more it gets established in you, the less you will be distracted and deluded by the body-mind state. Is it clear? This is the quintessence of my pointing. Everything. Because supposing you have an addiction or some fear in your personhood state, you see that it exists in the personhood state and not in the weakness state. Can you feel this or not? That the more you stay in your neutrality, the more you are confirmed in the deeper place of consciousness, you can see that those addictions are to your body-mind identity and not to this. And gradually, the addictions, the sufferings are due to what? Identification. When you identify, it strengthens them because you associate yourself as being that thing. Now, it may be an episode, it may be some kind of disharmony functioning in that way. But I would put it that coming to recognize your true place is one of the greatest medicines for all that's happening in your life. Because something may happen in your body-mind, okay? But it gets very much strengthened and worsened by identifying with it. Because when you identify with it, you give it power. When you observe it, and not just observing it, but being self-aware that you are the witness of all these things, then what happens is that there is, if I'm going to use ordinary words, almost like a build-up of a force of stillness in you. And so all the activities somehow happen in your stillness. Can you see this? Yes. And doesn't matter, they go, woo, 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 woo. It's still, you are the stillness in which those movements are occurring. And more you will get excited by or have the sense that you're being pulled into identity with those forces. And by not being pulled into identity with those forces, they begin to come into their natural alignment and harmony with you. Even you're not putting them in alignment, you're not putting them into shape, they automatically come into alignment in you. Because a universal principle holds them. But the mind creates distortions of perception, and you believe that you are doing these things. But you're only by identifying with the smallest power in you experience distortions of perception. Does it make sense energetically and internally to you? Can you see? Because the greatest transcendence comes through understanding. Direct understanding, direct experience is our sadhana today. Not to do this and then later this. Yes, yes. Just keep as much as you can staying in this. You can still do your activity. If you're a musician, you can still be a musician. If you're an artist, you can still be an artist. If you're a parent, you actually become a better parent. You become a better artist, actually. You become better at these things, but those labels won't stick to you because your fundamental nature is coming from formless. You're formless in your nature. And you can bear those words. They're not words that your mind is fighting against, but your art can confirm them. So if there's a practice, it will be this. The mind will keep coming up. The psychological identity, all this will keep coming up. And one of the mistakes I see, is that when things come to us, it is the mind itself that's wrongly labeling them to say this is bad luck. But they are just opportunities to transcend them. If you learn from your mistakes, they are not mistakes anymore. They're your teachers. There's a tendency to keep thinking, oh, why is all this thing happening to me? And so, because you keep being that me. And blaming everything, oh, why is this here? And not seeing. This seeing has come to you from the grace of yourself. That as you begin to observe more, you depressurize these states. You deconstruct all these states. Then I can say, if you came with an addiction, if you came with a big problem, I will not start at the problem. I'll start with you. To look into who you are living as. And if you can come to this level of seeing, then I can say, now, tell me what your problem is. Now from here, not when you are identified with a problem, but when you are identified with yourself. Then I say, now, between 1 and 10, what is your problem? And yes, it can still be that, yeah, I still feel like this, sometimes that. It's okay, but it's slowing down in your seeing. Do we get this or not? So I'm very happy that we can have some time like this just to talk about this. Just to look. I have not given you any spiritual gymnastics. Just say, just look. Just look. You don't identify for the moment. Don't identify for the moment. This is the power even of the invitation. Don't identify with anything for a moment. Are you missing anything? If you feel, no, I can't suspend my mind, it's too important. You feel the need for intense control, because this is what will happen if you are strongly identified with your form. You will feel the need to control your life. Why? Because it's out of control in your head. You try to control not just you, but other people too. You will have a scenario about how life should be, and you try and put people in place to act out your scenario. As you observe, you don't interfere, because you will come to see that life takes care of life when seen from the true place. But when seen from the limited place, life feels like an ordeal. And this is why also sometimes people commit suicide and they do terrible things, because they feel there's no more space in them. But this is your space. You did not create it. And it doesn't matter how many wrong things you think you may have done. I'm not going to tell you start, correcting all. Yes, do the best you can. But don't leave this out. Listen, observe. Because even what I'm speaking with you now, there are several prisons around the world where this practice is taking place, and prisoners are saying, I wish I knew this before. My God. Yes, I could see that I made some not the best choices. But from that place, that's all I could do. But now I have the ability to observe, you see, and recognizing the true self, the true state. Many of these prisoners are more free than you in prison. Because that's just a physical prison, but this is a psychological prison. And one that you can be free from today. As you see, you can say, yes, look how much energy has been given to identifying with a practice or with a mode or with a behavior. But I am much more than a behavior. I'm also the witness of the behavior. And as soon as you keep on just checking in, you keep checking in, and those behaviors will start checking out. You keep checking in. Checking in. Who is looking at these things? Last week I was pointing out a simple exercise. I call it eye watching. Because every thought, every activity seems to start at the place of I want, I do, I think, I know. And I say, watch this eye. Watch its position. Is it starting from person or from presence or from pure awareness? And as you do that, you begin to see how much of your life and energy has been spent in the wrong position, in the limited position of personhood. Something can observe. This is the power of observing. Now, thoughts can come and say, yeah, that's kind of okay, but this is not moving. I can observe, you can observe all you like, but I ain't moving. Suppose a thought say, yeah, this is all very nice, but I'm not moving. It's you and me. I'm not going anywhere. You're going to leave me? Look how much I've taken care of you. You want to get rid of me? This thought? Don't get into any fight. Just keep confirming your true position. And feel the emerging power, the silence, the peace, the beauty that you're not creating, you're just back in your natural fragrance. Let's just take just a moment just to sit with this for a minute. Somebody put this, it just says my burning question, a handwritten note. So I don't know if this comes from internet or what. I yearn for complete love, total surrender, pure vulnerability, but I am scared of violence, abuse, and pain in the physical, emotional, and thought realms. Somebody write this, no? So I put on masks, disconnect, distract, and hide behind pride and walls that I put up believing that I will protect myself. I recognize that this myself keeps me from self. We are hearing this one? I do not know how to let go, how to take the jump, how to surrender. I don't know how to do that. I am scared and paralyzed. I do not know how to leap off the cliff into freedom. What can I do? Can you advise? And the name Sahajo. Is Sahajo here? Yes? Okay. Will you come? Actually, there's another part of the letter. I don't know if it's separate. You can come. There's another part. It says, Beloved Moojiji, my name is Prem Sahajo Aisha. You may remember me from Lucknow. I was a young girl living in Papaji's Satsang with my mother. I often danced for Papaji, which you may have seen. I came to India after many years to continue my spiritual journey. Thank you. I came to India after many years to continue my spiritual journey. I have a burning question. Today is my last satsang with you. I am grateful for everything you have shared. I humbly request that you respond to the following. I do not need to be known. Sorry. The letter came like this, so I just read this part. You see? Okay. Too late. Okay. Where am I reading now? Okay. Where am I? Oh yes, I do not need to be known. If you wish to just read the question and respond, I will sit and absorb your wisdom. Sorry. It was given to me like this, so I will just read, With much gratitude, in love, Sahajo. Okay. So the question, I think, starts here. So may I read again, just the question part? Okay. I yearn for complete love, total surrender, pure vulnerability, but I am scared of violence, abuse, and pain in the physical, emotional, and thought realms. Sorry. So I put on masks, disconnect, distract, and hide behind pride and walls that I put up, believing that I will protect myself. I think many people can relate to this. It's a human thing. I never see anybody's problem as being so unique. I recognize that this myself keeps me from the true self. I do not know how to let go, or how to take a jump, or how to surrender. I am scared and paralyzed. I do not know how to leap off the cliff into freedom. What can I do? Can you advise, Sahajo? So, everything you have put down in here in their essential unnecessary way, okay, in the necessary way. So, can I talk like this? Are you okay that I speak with you now? I'm sorry about the... Okay. I yearn for complete love, total surrender, pure vulnerability, but I'm scared of violence, abuse, and pain in the physical, emotional, and thought realms. This is a natural thing, for now. So I put on masks, which we do. We disconnect or distract and hide behind pride and walls that I put up, believing that I will protect myself. We know this or not? Okay. I recognize that this myself that I'm referring to as the one who puts up these things, this myself, which is the one who wants to protect myself, the one who is afraid of physical, emotional, and violence or abuse. This one, you say, I recognize that this myself keeps me from the true self. We are listening? We're good? I do not know how to let go. I do not know how to let go. How to take the jump, how to surrender. Okay, so let's look, I'm not going to ask you to take any jump. I'm not going to ask you to take any jump. Just that what you have written is what you can observe. No, we know that. They say this, this desire for love, total surrender, pure vulnerability. I want to be so open, but I'm at the same time afraid, scared of violence, abuse, of pain. So you're aware of what those states feel like in you, energetically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. You're aware of the impact of those fears inside your being. No? I don't want to be in that state. I really hate it to be in that state. So what happened though, that I have to put on masks and I have to disassociate or disconnect from people or to distract people from seeing this vulnerable me. Would that be right to say like this? We can relate to that. So this is something, it's a defense mechanism, a kind of a protection mechanism, because what? We're feeling deeply vulnerable. You feel deeply vulnerable, and now you've stepped forward to expose that sense of vulnerability, those fears, you're brought into the light of Satsang. Okay. So this putting on masks, this kind of distraction, this hiding behind walls and pride, believing that they will protect this myself, doesn't work. Because maybe other people don't get to see me, but I'm still left with me, isn't it? We are still left with this thing. So there's two parts. I don't want that people see me, because if they see me, I feel even more exposed, more vulnerable. But even if nobody see me and I was living in a cupboard, I'm still living with this state. Okay? And that you are also observing. Now, when I use the word observing, it may feel to you that those words are more far away from you because you're in the fire of these states that you speak about. That's more real. That even in some people may say, even in a good day, even on a good day, they're still here with me. You understand? So, I do not know how to let go. So I'm going to say to you for a moment, you have said these things, you have stated them, then we're not going to work on them. Just like I was saying, just for a moment, I'm not going to work on them. So, I don't know how to let go. Okay, that's a desire. I don't let go. I don't know how to take a jump. I'm not going to ask you to take a jump. Don't know how to surrender. I'm not even going to ask you to surrender. I'm just going to ask again just what we were talking about. That you just stay aware. You have declared these things. They're here. It's a good thing that everybody has heard them now. All the people here have heard them. Okay. You are aware of them. If I say, don't go into any of those doors, don't go to any of those doors, into any of those rooms for the moment, but leave them. We're not going to blow them up either. We just say, leave it for a minute. Just stand apart with me as we're here talking. You have spoken about them because you can perceive them. Even if they're in the body right now, and they're filling all the body with the kind of energy, there is still a place in you that you can perceive them. You are aware of them. We are aware of them, okay? So I'm saying, just be the awareness for the moment. Okay? Just be with me. Just be the awareness. Something might want to say, but that's not dealing with it. I know I'm awareness, but that doesn't done anything. I say, even if such a voice should come, you're aware of that. Don't combine anything with yourself. Don't combine anything. Even the desire to be free of them, just leave it. Don't hold on to any desire, not even the desire for enlightenment for the moment. Just let everything go. Let everything go. Your self-definitions, your memory, just leave them. When I say let them go, I don't mean take them somewhere and throw them away. I mean just leave them hanging. Even if they're in the body, just let them be there for now. I'm not going to do any surgery on them. I'm just saying, I want you to stay in the place that I'm speaking, like this. Just be aware only of them. But don't identify or combine them with your natural sense of being. It's possible. It's possible. And if you have reached this place where the words have landed in you, and a voice says, okay, I've done that, now what? And I say, no next. Don't touch the concept of next. So you've done this, now we're going to do this. No. So don't touch even next. Just stay like this. Unassociated. Unassociated. So whatever the problems might be inside talking about this, you are aware of them, you're not fighting with them, but you're not identified with them, just for the moment. Don't identify with anything. And anyone here, whatever you may perceive as your problem or what addiction or whatever it is, you can listen, you can be on the same train. Just leave everything for a moment, okay? When we have tried a little exercise that we're doing now, you can go back and talk about the strength of your problem. But we are just using the problems, as you state, just to identify that you have the ability to observe them and not to be dressed in them for a minute. Is possible or not? Yeah. And it may feel, okay, I don't mind to try this. I can do this for 5 minutes. I can do it for 10 minutes, you know. But it's going to come back. I say, don't worry. Just do this now. Just be only the awareness. When I say only the awareness, I mean what? You're not sleeping, so you are aware. And that these feelings, they come and go. They may even be in the body right now, but you are not identified with them. They are just an effect inside the form of your body. Okay, let me go to the next point. I am scared and paralyzed. So even the feeling of being scared or paralyzed is also observable. Is it or not? So again, so now I feel scared and paralyzed by these forces, no? But I'm saying, okay, you're just witnessing now. You're just saying, and you're just being the awareness itself. Okay? Don't worry what the mind is saying about this. Don't worry about the mind is saying. Just be with my words. You are just staying only as the awareness itself, which you can do. You say, I am scared and paralyzed. You say, okay, even that sensation, even if your body was so rigid that you can't, something feels like, I don't know if I'm holding on or something is holding on to me, I say, fine, don't try and change that. Just be aware. Just be aware, that's all. Okay? I do not know how to leap off the cliff into freedom. No leap, just aware. Just stay aware. Okay? Does everybody understand what I mean when I say just stay as the awareness or not? Yes. Sahutra? Now, I don't want to talk about your problems now, for now. I just want to meet you. You follow? I am not associating you with any problem, any addiction, any disease, any mode. I just want to meet you in this place. Don't hold on to any self-definition, such as I am this, or I went here, or any background, any history. If you had in this letter, some resume or an autobiography, I'm saying, I don't need this now. I don't need this now. I just read what you've said. It is enough for me. Don't hold on to any of these things. You've shared them. They're there, maybe energetically. They may even be more loud now, or maybe less loud, but you are still equally aware. Okay? Do you feel uncomfortable to just be aware?
I think it's difficult to maintain it.
To?
Maintain it?
Yeah, so don't maintain anything. We're not maintaining anything. You're not sustaining anything. You're not maintaining anything. You're not going to fix anything. I'm only asking you just to stay as the awareness. I'm not even asking you to make awareness. It is already there. Even as you speak, you can only speak because you're aware, because you're conscious. So only be the consciousness. Conscious awareness right now, same thing. Only be aware. It's possible. Feel, be it. Don't only agree, but feel. Just be aware, only aware. Speak, you can speak.
Very quickly, thoughts latch onto it. So there's the awareness, and then very quickly my mind starts going.
Yeah, the mind starts going. But that is arising in your awareness. You see? The mind will come. I'm happy that it happens actually. Now than later even, because I can guide you into it. So the mind comes and it's all this stuff. And what happens? Attention goes to the mind, no? But you are also observing this also. You're only from your awareness, you observe that. You're not doing any surgery on it. You're only aware of that. But don't get pulled in, don't log in. Meaning, don't climb into any shape to be with that. Because these energies are trying to get you to be personal. Because that's what you've been all this time. When they come, you just think, oh no, there goes again, and please, and you start to function from a personal mode of consciousness. I'm just pointing that it is possible to stay impersonal. Just be aware of them. Mind has come. Why now? Your closest friend, Mr. Mind, has come to tell you. What has he got to say? Yeah, it's really hard, it's not this thing, and this is here now. And so, no, you're only aware. As awareness, if I can ask you, as the awareness itself, do you have a shape? Is it everybody's question? It's our question. It's a consciousness question. As awareness, when I say stay only as awareness, do you have a shape? No. Are you a woman? No, as awareness. Very important that I ask you, no? Okay? Are you a victim? Just answer as awareness. Don't go to past, don't go to your mind. Just as awareness. Are you a woman? No. Okay. No. I am scared and paralyzed. I'm aware of this. Is your standing here in front of all these people having an effect on following my words?
I'm a little bit hot, but other than that, I'm okay.
Okay. That's okay. All these things can be there. You can feel really hot and sweaty and so on, but you're just aware of them. Don't hold them. They're not a definition of you as awareness. I'm only speaking to you as awareness. Can I do that? Okay. Why am I speaking to you as awareness? Because all the things you talk about, they come and go. They rise and fall. They change. but they seem to hang around something. And what they're hanging around is the idea you have of yourself and the memory that seems to hold them. But you are aware of that also. But the awareness of that and that are not the same thing, are they? Just the awareness only. Meaning the capacity to be aware also. You follow? Okay, it's very, very important. I feel scared and paralyzed. Okay, I don't know when you wrote this letter, but it's possible that that feeling comes up as well. The feeling of fear and paralyzed, or it may be an ongoing state where even on a good day, there's still a certain amount of paralysis, there's still an amount of fear in the background. The noise, the static is always a bit there somehow. But now you're only aware. You're only staying as aware. This is very important. This is still from the place of observing. You're simply observing, but not observing with any identity. Observe identity, but not with identity. Can anybody follow what I'm saying? Okay. Now you're coming to the end of your letter. You say, I do not know how to leap off the cliff into freedom. So I'm going to take away the cliff, and I'm going to take away freedom also. Okay? Try, stay. Only stay as awareness. Only stay as awareness. Okay? Because cliff means I have to be brave. I'm going to jump, and it's not a bungee. Okay? But it's freedom. Okay? So both the cliff and the freedom you expect to find, I'm saying, I'm taking them away now. Only awareness itself. Come only to awareness. When I say stay in the awareness, are you here or not? You must be here. Can awareness be different from you? If I say stay as awareness, is there something called awareness, staying as awareness, and I'm just waiting over here to see what happened? Or are you in the very heart of the place I'm calling awareness? Then you ask, what can I do? Now I ask you, what do you need to do? Just stay as the awareness.
Let go and be.
Does awareness need to let go of anything? Don't go to your mind. Don't go to your mind.
Well, that's the part I think I need to let go of, is
Okay.
the mind
Okay.
part.
Well, letting go of it simply means don't identify. That's all letting go mean. Don't identify. You don't have to or no, I mean, let it be. Don't identify, because it's feeding on identity. It is feeding on identity, on interest, on belief. This is the food for the mind of this psychological states. So don't identify. How difficult is it not to identify? Well, it can feel a bit difficult, because almost like a reflex is faster than you. Like, boom, identification is there already. Then I say, but you're aware of that. Yes, I'm aware of that. Awareness means don't combine with anything at all. Is it of any value to say that? Because something may be in the head that says, the mind might say, this is not helping me. This is not what I need. I need to jump off that cliff. It's true. I know this walk. I need to jump. I need to feel the risk. I must defeat this. And I have to do something monumental, like jump off the cliff. Because that will be as big as this thing feels for me. I've got to meet this with as big a thing as it feels for me. And I'm telling you, no. Stay as the awareness itself. Yeah? And you know what? there may come a tremendous resistance to follow what I'm speaking. It's just feeling, all the gremlins, what is he talking about? Get awareness. He doesn't really have any answer for you. Look, I've been awareness before. I tried it. I know them. Yeah? And what I still say, stay as awareness. Sit in awareness as awareness itself. Just stay. I can't sell you this over the counter. Even if you give me 10 billion euros, I can't sell this over the counter. Because it's free for you. You just have to sit with this, or right now, actually. Because I asked you if standing here is an amazing thing, actually. Yeah, Papaji arranged that, actually. That you would not stay unknown. Okay? Right now, standing here and all these people looking at you and all this thing, the most exposed is going to be, basically. Okay? Yeah. And the tendency to protect it is because it makes you feel vulnerable and make you feel a failure and all of these things. Okay? And I'm only saying, be aware of it. Observe these feelings. It's like when the mind comes like this, it's like an athlete's foot attack. Now, you don't have to be an athlete to have athlete's foot, okay? Those of you who have tasted this condition know what it feels like. There's an itch on the foot. And the doctor says, don't scratch. Okay? That's one of the hardest things to avoid. And you start to squeeze your toes together, and you start to step on the ground a bit harder, but don't scratch. And you're doing everything, Om Namah Shivaya, nothing is working, okay? And then in one moment, and what happened? It's going to be the sweetest feeling. Okay? Somebody told me when I used this example before, he said, it is more pleasurable than masturbation. Okay. My point, please forgive me for saying that, but those of you who have had athlete's foot know what I'm talking about. But you scratch this, and then the worst sore, the worst pain, the worst thing he feels after this is one of the strong. I use a very strong example there. And the mind can try to match it in your head. Because I said, one don't. And it loves don't. It loves don't. Okay? And I'm saying, leave them there and stay as awareness. This is something that perhaps you will need to spend more time just sitting with that, bringing it in. Watch the mind's attack. Like something does not want you to try this. Something does not want you to hear this voice or to try this. It's going to try to rubbish it, it's going to do everything. There are voices in this world, okay, that don't want me to say this to you. And they'll do anything to discredit what I speak. And those forces are coming from the same place they are coming from in you. And I don't want to treat it like it's evil, it's just evil. I'm saying I've seen something more. That this test has come because something greater than that is in you. If you start to label it, I'm just, somebody put a spell on me, don't do that. We have been wrongly labeling opportunities as curses. You are not going to be free without experiencing struggle. Struggle is God's way of helping you to transcend. Because if everything is too nice, you go to sleep. So the greatest transcendence is in you. Otherwise, God would not have given you this. The greatest love is in you. The greatest power is in you. Otherwise, you would not have been given this. And something is working to say, no. Okay? And all I'm asking you, because it wants you to jump off the cliff. It may actually take you to a cliff and say, jump, look, freedom. Because this becomes unbearable for some people. It's unbearable, this level of what you call despair. It wants you to be in despair. And to feel that you have no options. It will make your world claustrophobic. So you have no moves. But it can only do this if you remain as a person. And you are not a person. So I'm very happy that you come, because it takes courage to come with these things. Because you know what this is to do? To make you feel ashamed. And I say, you don't need to apologize for your existence. Because you are the living embodiment of the Supreme. And you must transcend these voices. They are not yours. They are not original to you. But you had a work in this body to experience these things and to transcend them. And your day has come. And these things, millions and millions of people experience these. Many, many awakened beings have walked through this valley of the shadow of death. You understand? Because it is written in the Bible. In one of the Psalms it says, yea, for though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, not of death, of the shadows of death, I will have no fear of evil, knowing you are with me. Who is with you? Who is with you? The one you can never not be. And there's no distance from him. But mine will make you feel your distance if you hold on to your person. You will feel very separated, very distant. All the sages are here today. For all of us. For you who feel despair or rejected and all these things, to know that that can only happen to the idea you have of who you are and not to your essential nature. And you're here today, you're being called to recognize your essential nature. And it may feel like a struggle. It's okay that it feels like a struggle. It's okay that it continues feeling like a struggle each day until you win. You have to win yourself back. That is the game of this existence. It's a game of transcendence, of delusion and transcendence. And this is what has happened here. God has given you a very great role to play, to experience these things, because you have sat, you have danced in front of a living Buddha, and to say, even you are not safe from this. And this is your day of transcendence. This voice is going to keep telling you, and so on, no? But I'm showing you, don't put on your boxing gloves, don't go to fight, because it loves a fight. Yes. You don't try and get into a street fight with your mind. Just stay at the place that I'm showing you, a place that you don't have to create. In fact, it's the true place. You cannot leave. The thing that makes you feel like you can leave is your mind. And he's had a hold on your life for a long time. Maybe lifetimes even, I don't know. But it doesn't need to extend into another day. Let this be the God day for you, not just a good day. You understand? And I'm not speaking any sentiment here. When I read this letter, what you say here, I am scared and paralyzed. Who can write this letter? Is it written by your pure essence? No. Is it written just by your body? No. Is it written just by your mind? No. Because the mind cannot exist outside of a relationship. You don't see a mind running around here looking for a free person. Okay? The mind is a construct, the psychological aspect of the mind. I mean, mind is a much broader thing. Mind doesn't necessarily mean ego. All that you can see and perceive as names and forms, time and diversity is through the consciousness mind that it comes. But it's a poor representation of what you are. And if you believe in this identity of a person, it will have a hold on you. It will blind somehow your intuitive recognition of your timeless and perfect nature. And this is what is happening there. It will make you feel scared and paralyzed. Why? Because you get identified. When you're identified, his voice is very, very, what you may say, influential to you. But when you observe, as it's clear, you must be able to observe to write this letter, but you're not aware that you are so aware and that you can be aware without this. Because you can exist without your psychological identity, but it cannot exist without you. So my word from top to bottom, stay as the awareness. Yeah. Don't stay as one being aware. That's why I say even your identity, your history, everything, at one point, you must just leave them where they are to stay here, so that they become an object of observation. They become a phenomenon being observed. And so that when you are not combined with anything, any activity, even divine activity, then you are in that place of unmixed consciousness. When you stay here, your natural conviction will grow, your natural power will start to come back. You don't have to do any exercise. Your exercise is just to stay here, unmixed. If I can share this today, if I came to Rishikesh and I could only tell you this today, if I have no more satsangs to share with you and I share this with you today, I can leave and I'm happy. Not only that, when I say share, sharing doesn't mean giving, it means giving and receiving. If they can be received inside your heart, what I'm sharing, then you don't need to do so many different things and so many different practices. This will remove your sorrow. And I stand by them. Papaji brought you here today. And he has never abandoned you. And I want to say to you, as a sister, then, I am here. You say you may be leaving. I don't know. I want to go into that. But if you want to stay in touch with me, I'm here for you. Okay? And I'll find a way to let you, to connect with you. Okay? I can see you after a bit. I'm going to tell you something because if you have really been listening to what I'm sharing, you don't need to be asking me any more questions, actually. If you really have been listening, I have already answered your question. Because any question you can put, unless you want to show me that you are a person different and outside the field of what I've just shared, which I cannot accept. I don't know. You would only be coming from and say, yes, but it is like this. This is why I have endeavored. If you've noticed that in these last few satsangs, I've not been picking and speaking 20 people in satsang, 30 people in satsang. No, I want to throw a net over the whole of everybody and say, we are all in this net, including me. Okay? We are all in this net together. We're going to catch each other today. Okay? So that I don't have to keep on treating you as individual cases. Yes. Because something has already convinced us that we are unique individual cases. And I have seen that it's only superficial. We are still the same one consciousness, experiencing diversity and believing that, and then coming back to recognize that which transcends all these things. All these things which are so strong for us today, and tomorrow they don't exist. And we give so much of our life pursuing what is perishable and transient. I just ask you to look to find that within you which can never leave. It's more here than you. It's more here than the idea you have of yourself. Find that and be free today even. And it doesn't matter if the mind comes back. The mind has a job to come back, to test you, to test you. The mind has a job to come back and to test you. Don't complain, it comes, you say, thank you for coming and test me, what you bring today? And test you. And then you, good. You will come as a very strong soap to remove the last bits of dirt that other things could not reach. You will one day be thankful and include the mind also, you see, on your altar, our altar, to say, without you I would not have risen in my aspiration to transcend. If you did not come, if you did not ruin my life, if you did not ruin my dreams, I would not be free. So stop whinging about the things that come and oh, this thing happened and this one cursed me. No one can curse you, who you are. Okay? And no one and nothing actually can possess you. They can only possess your mind and not you. And it is good that things can possess your mind. So you know, I'm not even there. You can't even catch me there. Also. So please give a little space to what I'm sharing with you today. Because nobody needs to really leave this hall and think, well, he didn't deal with my problem. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I see someone persistently with a hand up. Okay, you come and tell me what you have to say. It better be something different.
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste.
I'm thankful to you and Kalyani especially. She is working for Moojiji.org. Mooji, I was been suffering since August 2014. I don't know whether some people will be able to understand, but I was been having some jerks as you had explained in the video, what I have seen when you met to Papaji. Sometimes the experiences was very pleasant, like body was starting to do the yogasana, very pleasant feeling inside, but all the time I was being absent with myself and just withholding on that situation constantly to 1 to 2 years. The time was been passing. August 2014, 15 came, 16 came, and lastly, last year, there was something speaking on the lower part of the brain that I have nothing to receive, I am not attached with anything. Literally, it was the sound. I was being able from somewhere within myself to hear that voice that I have no raga, I have no dvesha, I have no sukham, no dukham. So initially I was been thinking that I have achieved what I was been looking for some last years. But finally, after that, after 2 to 3 months, everything was becoming more and more darker. Yeah, like I was not been living in real joy. Relations were breaking. And on the other side, I was feeling that I am something, not something, very different to that all the ordinary people. Actually, August 2014 was the month and year when I was being divorced. I am having a kid with me. He was just 2.5 years old that time. So after that, I started to do the meditation. Initially, everything was been going well. I was getting peace. I started to drop all the relation with any thought. Like whatever the thought is appearing in my mind, I was been just cutting off, like dropping. I have seen your video also. With that, I was been very happy, feeling more spacious, more open. But after that, some incidences were coming to my mind, and that time I was not been knowing that to abide with any kind of thought may be catching me into the another world of delusion. So that night was very different for me, and something good feeling started in my spine, like Muladhara Chakra, people say. I was not knowing that. And something curve energy was moving towards my head, and it started. I thought that it is very good happening to me. I am getting enlightened, or I am getting my real path. I am proving my real purpose of being alive here. But it was all the phenomenon, and I am very much thankful to Kanyani, because I was being constantly to be trying to connect with you, because there are very lots of less people who are knowing about this real self. And now after this journey of 2014 to 19 right now moment, I have made some conclusions just to clear myself. I was not been able to come here or in another country because I am having small child, and we two are only living together. And as I said you, he is small. But it's my pleasure to have you in Rishikesh, and this is very gratefulness of you that most of the people are having advantage of this. So after conversation with Kalyani, I was been getting satisfied that I will be able to meet Moojiji within very short period. And then gradually all the negative energy started to be slowed down. After 5 days,
they started to do what? Slow down?
Slowed down.
Slow down, okay.
Yeah. After 5 to 6 days, I asked to myself, I didn't meet to Moojiji. Kalyani, I don't know she is enlightened or no. But what is the thing which is making me released of this? So ultimately there is something third person, like mind must be there. I was been thinking that I am being harassed by the energy. And at the same time, I told myself, I started to believe that within very short period, I will be getting relief from all this because I am going to meet Moojiji. So there is the factor of belief which is affecting my life. That I started to realize. Then I again started to drop all the ideas, and now I have come to some conclusions that to be awareness, as you asked for the first person, he was sitting here, I am feeling to be enlightened is the first point where we start actually. Like I am standing here, I am not doing anything. This is the presence. Within some time, maybe 1 second, 5 seconds, some thought will be arising. But before the thought arises, some energy rises, and brain, as I am Hindu, I am Gujarati, I am Indian, in our language, thought, that energy is being converted into some language. And then we understand it, that the thought has come. Am I going right, sir?
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah. Between two thoughts, we are having some gap. Like we are doing very desperately something, and we are not getting succeed for that. And for some time, we are getting just relaxed. This is the actually moment where we are pure self, that I am feeling, where we are not abiding with any another identification. Nowadays, I am able to see all the thoughts arising within myself.
Yes, but if you talk about this thing like, the gap between two thoughts, we understand it as an idea, but if it's going to be a gap between two thoughts,
Yeah.
that gap will soon be taken over by the second thought. So I don't want to put that as it's just, we can say that. We don't have to go through such a complex thing. It cannot be practiced, by the way,
Yeah.
to say that, it can only just be a pointer amongst many thousands of
And
others.
when I start to say like that, it is also been watched.
Yeah.
Second thing,
Sir, can I just say?
Yes, sir.
We have dealt with all of this. We have, because whatever way we can talk about it, it still comes down to all these things. They are observable.
Yeah.
In the beginning, we can observe, and in the beginning, when we start to observe, it can seem, my gosh, there's so many things to observe. But the point of observing is that quickly at some point you see that there are a succession of different things coming in to be observed.
Yeah.
And then I would say, and this is good that I take this point to say this, that the point of observing is not to observe as though you're watching a movie and then next thing.
No.
What you come to see is that at a certain point, the thoughts cannot arise and be perceived without you.
Yes.
And then to put some of that energy, not on the traffic of sensations and thoughts, but on the one who is observing them. As soon as that comes into consciousness, you become conscious that the one who is watching is the cause of the thoughts generating. When you see this, the thoughts will begin to slow down by themselves. When you try to catch hold of who is this one who is observing the thoughts itself also, you see, then you're not going into the direction of multiplying thoughts. Everything begins to slow down. If you follow the guidance I gave earlier, it will come down to nil. No thoughts is there. It's very important for you to be yourself saying that to me, yourself admitting that no thoughts dwell here in this ultimate place. The thoughts begin somewhere in the dynamic consciousness, and that's what is being observed. Everything I've said, this video is on record, it is free, watch it. If you don't watch any other video, I think you can watch this one and you can resolve all these things. I don't see any person's problem as being personal to them only. What I've endeavored to do is to try and open it up and dissect the mechanism of the functioning of the psychological mind to you, so you understand what's going on in your head and what is not going on and where your true place is. That's all you need to know. All the books in spirituality, they boil down to these quintessential pointings if you can get them. If you get them, you're free out of them. If you don't get them, you can go from one thing to the next thing, from ego to super duper ego to free ego to all these different things. because the mind would just keep on. The mind writes on many spiritual books, you know. Mind writes many spiritual books. It loves it. And don't just fall in love with spirituality. If it's of any value, it should be bringing you back to silence. In fact, any true conversation returns you to silence. It takes you back to emptiness. This is the significant point, no? So, you know, you mentioned some things. It's good that we hear them again a little bit, but I feel we can leave it like this for today. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Moojiji. Moojiji, one last thing.
The
Because
last thing will be that we are having some musicians to come and play. If they are coming and you can get what you have to say in 1 minute, you can do.
I have started recently because the 95% energy, dangerous feeling, tensions have been decreased now. And since last a week, I have started to say myself, I am aware that the sensation has been arised. And for the some time, it slows down. But then after some time, I realized that it was also been seen. So this is the only running situation. So finally, what you suggest to do in that situation, because the jerks are so heavy, it is by speech, I can't explain you.
Okay, but from the place that I speak about, in fact, whatever phenomenon arises in consciousness, whether it's some twitching or some jerking, all of them are seen as really just movements in consciousness.
Okay.
You see, if you don't understand this, the mind will try to make you understand in some complex way, and then you'll be going to do some study about jerking or whatever it is, and then you miss the point, that you are that point. You are that which perceives all these things. When we are looking from the mind, it looks like, where are all these people going? Is it to the toilet or what? I say sometimes, my God, you don't realize what you are listening to. You really don't. You know? Because I say that even if it means to wet yourself and be free, I prefer. People going outside to get into the queue for me to tap their head and this type of stuff and to bless malas. And I'm showing you how to find your timeless existence. I don't know, I don't get it. And this is it. Maybe it's open satsang, it's like this. But you know, for how long we have been suffering our thinking and our minds. And you know, I have no free wasted words to give you. Everything is a grenade in your head, you know. You know, you should not be living like that. It's a bit disrespectful to just go like that. Unless you need to go. Okay, you want to go to the loo, you go to the loo. But I perhaps will never speak like this again. I didn't plan to speak like this today. And I feel that it's important to really, really give it a shot. Even if you have to leave today, it's fine. But really, you know, don't do that. Don't just walk out. Sometimes people leaving because they're late for lunch and this is really bad, no? This body has diabetes. Normally I'm going to the bathroom every half an hour. I'm sitting here sometimes 3 hours with you. That's how important your existence is perceived here. I am not walking off the stage. Why people look, almost 50 people standing out there, and they're missing what we're sharing. And this could be the thing that brings your life back to you. And that's why I say the teachings have always been in the world, but the world is not in the teaching, you see? And of course, can you go? You're free to go. We are free to be free and we are free to be bound. It's not I'm not the accountant of this. But I just say, give it a little bit of, you know. This is the last day of the third week of our satsang. I got 5 more days with you, you know. And I'm not holding you, I'm not telling you. If I encourage you to stay, it's only because I know that, anyhow, thank you.
Thank you so much, Moojiji.
say, I wanted to finish what I said just now, because I say this body, it has different ailments and stuff like that, and some of it is just absorbed from everything, like that, And when I say I can sit here sometimes 3-4 hours without needing to go to the bathroom, it's not because of some kind of Siddhic skill that I have or nothing, It's just the grace of God. It's just grace of God. If something is important to you, you can cancel. It will transcend all the physical needs you have to ensure that you get it. It's mind that wants to go get away for smaller things.
and become a man. Grow, my son, and become a man. Accept with serenity whatever comes your way, and bear with dignity all that you must endure. Come, be my playmate for a while. Leave all your plans, understand that my game is precise. Pleasure and pain are alike, so rejoice even when in despair. Look at me while I smile. The one who is true won't fear my dark side. He'll always prostrate to my unsparing light. He will always prostrate to my unsparing light. Grow, my son, and become a man. Grow, my son, and become a man. Trust, be still. I will illumine your way. Now let it unfold, let it be. My voice cries upon the earth, seeking the one with the urge to surrender his life, whose heart is in love, willing to leave aside any interest that may conflict with mine. By dwelling in me, he forgets his pride, he embraces despair and walks towards his destiny with a smile. Surrounded by flames, he sheds his desires and in ecstasy sing praises to the Mother. And in ecstasy sing praises to the Mother. Do you feel this grace that is tirelessly falling upon us? Do you feel this benevolent force that in silence sustains us? Do you feel this warmth that has come undeserved in the night of ignorance? Do you see this light piercing the shadows of arrogance? Strong, fearless, courageous, kind-hearted, I am of the nature of my Father, standing on my own, nothing to hope for. I am of the nature of my Father. Burnt are my sorrows in flames of devotion. I am of the nature of my Father, poised in my own peace, abiding in oneness. I am of the nature of the Most High. I am of the nature of the Most High. I am of the nature of the Most High. Grow, my son, and become a man. Grow, my son, and become a man.
really blessed. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone.
Merci, Moji. Merci. Merci, Moji. Merci. Thanks.
You're going to today. Thank you. Thank you, Moji.
Merci,
Thank
Moji.
you, Guruji. Thank you, Moji. Thank you, Babaji. Babaji. Love you, Babaji. Love you. Thank you. So much beauty, Baba. Absolutely. Namaste. Blessings. Tell her it's me.
Thank you.